I'm very happy that you are here. I listened to you for the first time. You are a prolific speaker and a very eminent personality, a good poet. There are 4 P's in his name: good poet, good politician, prolific writer, and passion for art and culture. What I could see is, he is a brilliant exponent of different propositions. His name spells as P-A-T-A-S-A-N-I. P for prime, A for active, T for talent, A for acumen, S for sound, A for ardent, N for noble, and intelligence. Mr. Professor Biswajeet Pattanayak, founder and director of ASBM, and Dr. Shyam Sundar Pattanayak. He gave a very good piece of advice to all of you. He asked you to think on your own, act on your own, and find your ways on your own. It's always good to do things on your own. If there is originality in your thought and action, it brings you always a success. I also remembered a story when he was mentioning about the boy who was asking where the road goes. There was also such a story where a rich man, he took his plane, he wanted to go somewhere. He had his own plane and he started flying. But he was flying over a deep forest. He couldn't find the way, the direction. Therefore, somehow he managed to come on the ground, land the plane, and then in the deep forest he didn't know which way he has to go. There were tribal people staying. One man, a tribal man, was coming from one side. And then he very anxiously asked him, for a long time he was waiting to find out the way. So when he saw him coming, he said, please tell me, is there any airport nearby? He said, I don't know. Is there any bus stand nearby? He said, no, I don't know. Is there any other way of vehicle by which I can go out of this? He said, I don't know. He said, what do you know? What do you know? You are an ignorant person. So he said, listen, I am going my home and I know where to go. You don't know that also. So, the faculty members, representatives of press and electronic media, distinguished guests and dear students, I am delighted to be here for the 10th Foundation Day celebration of ASBM, and it gives me pleasure to rise in response to the cordial welcome that you have bestowed upon me. Foundation Day is an important occasion in the life of an organization, just as birthday is for any individual. This is more for an educational institution which develops human beings and thereby forms the destiny of a nation. The Foundation Day gives an opportunity to revisit the vision and mission with which the organization is created and to reiterate them with emphasis. I am glad to know that within a short span of time, ASBM has become and it has come into prominence among the B schools of this vast subcontinent due to its qualitative learning environment. I appreciate the efforts put by an academician for creating a business school of excellence to groom future corporate managers and leaders and compliment the founder of ASBM, Professor Pattanayak, on this memorable occasion. The scenario of higher professional education in India is now on the verge of a radical turn from its previous status just a decade ago. Competence today no more refers to a list of academic laurels. Competence for the new generation and professionals simply means to be a constant state of physical, mental and emotional alertness. No more congruous with theoretical overload. Rather, they are now significantly aligned with basic functional knowledge along with ample practical exposure to real life and happenings there. So the management graduates of the 21st century need to imbibe the spirit of this paradigm shift and inculcate the message behind the gross attitudinal transformation happening worldwide. Positive attitude, as pointed out by great management thinkers, is now increasingly regarded as a panacea to complex business and societal problems. I am told that this institution gives utmost thrust on rigorous academic standards while affording largely the need for positive attitude for better employability. I am happy to learn this. I appreciate the bold step taken by Professor Biswajeet Pattanayak, a former professor of IIM, who stepped out of this lucrative, prestigious and secure position and dared to dream differently for setting up this advanced Academy of Management Learning. We all understand that management as a career is on high priority of many students today, and so MBA has become a passport to career growth. We also understand that management courses are regarded as career enhancers, providing unmatched charm for the students and their parents with a high pay package and high-flying corporate lifestyles. But while availing the luxuries of higher professional education, we cannot take our eye away from the marginalization prevailing in the society. So while growing in corporate ladder of success, our students should not abdicate their social responsibility. The leading Asian countries, including India and China, are now constantly marching in the path of economic progress. The rise of the Asian tigers has emerged as a prominent threat to the industrial blocks of the world. The question, however, is how to achieve growth with unity and integrity. All the major developing economies are now baffled by this question. I deem it appropriate to remember the icon of Indian youth power, Swami Vivekananda, who said that winds of change are blowing from all sides. The ships that unfurl themselves in time are able to catch the wind and move forward. The ships that cannot unfurl remain stagnant. This is of course no fault of the wind. India needs now an intensely committed education policy that will infuse among the future generation the need for proportionate growth while protecting the environment from man-made disasters, which will bring about transformation of the society from the grassroots levels and make our society knowledgeable, skilled, and ready to absorb the new changes. The Indian business environment has been undergoing a significant transformation ever since the process of economic liberalization began. While on foreign tours, I used to take business delegations with me. First I visited the farthest country in South America, that is Brazil, Mexico and Chile. The prestigious three chambers of our country, ASBM, CII and FICCI, used to send a business delegation at that time of my visit to those countries at their own cost. The response was lukewarm in the beginning. About 15-16 delegates came, as they were not sure about the gains of such visits. However, this number went on increasing during my next visits, and it was almost 60 when I visited the last country during my tenure. There was a criticism of my foreign tours that why this big expenditure on the exchequer of our country. Pained by such a criticism, all the three chambers published a compendium of the benefits of such visits to industry and business of our country. Because many MOUs were signed, new projects were undertaken, which helped to boost up the economy of our country because of their coming close to the economy and the business community of the other country. Mr. Rawal, ASOCHAM Secretary General, said, "This initiative is a landmark step which has seen several commercial decisions being taken during the visits and thereafter." Dr. Rajiv Kumar Tikki said, "This is a new approach to revitalize India's long-standing bilateral relations by cultivating new markets for Indian industry." So I think when the highest authority puts its weight behind the corporate or any other sector, it certainly helps to boost your economy. Mr. Banerjee, CII Director General, wrote that these visits provided good exposure and much needed access and networking opportunities for the business delegation for enlarging economic cooperation and tapping business potential. Now this is the situation that you as business managers and managers for the corporate sector, you will have to think, find out new ways how to expand business, new areas where you can create business, and new thrusts to find a solution to your business problems. Well, the reforms process which began in 1990s has led to some significant developments. The question now is how we tap the unbound potential of these avenues through responsible managers and responsive citizens. For this, extensive focus needs to be given in management courses on the inner development of students and proper channelization of their creative urge. This is a challenge before the leading management institutions like ASBM. I would like to focus your attention to one more important point here. I hope you all will ponder all this and give a serious thought to it, because you are all going to be managers and pioneers of new ideas, new initiatives, new research and new experiments. I would like to pose a question before you. Has agriculture nothing to do with our economy? If yes, how can we ignore it? You see, an agriculturist is also an entrepreneur, like anyone who, industrial entrepreneur who starts a new industry. He takes all the risk as any other industrialist takes when he sows the seed in his farm. So agriculture of our country, and he is the private proprietor of his farm. He is the owner of the farm. He is a private proprietor, like any private proprietor in business. So agriculture agriculture of our country needs to be developed to its full potentials, and corporate sector can help to do it. If with all necessary inputs and technologically and systematically managed as business, you can achieve that. Many such experiments are proving successful. Therefore, corporate sector and the student, teachers and leaders in this sector should think seriously to make agriculture in our country a success story. Our poor and uneducated farmers need the support and help in this regard. They will be willing to cooperate in such an effort if they are gainfully involved into it. There could be many different types of models for joint effort by in corporate sector and agriculture, which could be developed. We could develop new and new models for doing agriculture. Such a large-scale initiatives would make India's future bright, and it will benefit 70% of our population of our country. It will also greatly increase employment opportunities. After all, we must not forget that even now, agriculture is the backbone of our economy. Many developed and developing countries are putting stress on their agricultural development. I had organized a full-day seminar at Rashtrapati Bhavan in 2011 on this subject, and a lot of interest was created. Lot of industrialists, agriculture experts, agriculture universities, farmers organizations, exports organizations, state government, central government, their officers, agriculture experts, the full day seminar, and the pros and cons of this subject were discussed, and things are taking ahead. So all human beings are dreamers. We should dream for that. All human beings are dreamers. Every individual possesses an intense ambition to touch the sky one day. But ultimate success is achieved only by those who transform the dream into reality through their constant endeavor with enterprising ability and right attitude. You should see dreams, but not the dream which you see in sleep. But your dream should make you sleepless if you want to achieve the goal. I am happy that ASM is playing the role of such a unique mentor by guiding thousands of ambitious minds to reach their preferred destination. We believe in Indian culture, we believe in values, human values, we believe in ethics, and we believe in humanity. However higher up in your life you may go, you should not forget human values and values of life, the moral values and the ethical values. Just as a boy flying a kite, the kite goes high and higher up in the sky. As he loosens the string, it still goes higher and higher up. The proud kite is there in the sky, looking very proudly at the people moving below. But if the string is cut, the kite comes down. It is entangled in a tree or electrical pole or falls in a gutter. The proud kite is torn. So your character, your moral values, and your belief in good life are the essential principles of life which will make your character strong. Wherever you go, I know you will go abroad to bring laurels to this country. You will be getting a success with flying colors. But wherever you go, don't forget values of life. And that is the string, you have to hold it very tight in your hand. So on this 10th Foundation Day, I once again compliment the founder of this institute, its students and their parents, and pray for the blessings of Lord Jagannatha to drive this institute on the path of nation building. Thank you.
Presence. I request the Director of ASBM, Professor Biswajeet Pattanayak, to present the ASBM memento to our Chief Guest, Her Excellency Srimati Pratibha Devisingh Patil, Honorable Former President of India. Accepting this token of love and respect. I now request our Director to present the ASBM memento to Professor Dr. P.K. Patsani, Honorable Member of Parliament, Bhubaneswar. To present the ASBM memento to Professor Shyam Sundar Pattanayak, Vice Chancellor Biju Pattanayak.
In fulfillment of his long-cherished dream to establish a world-class business school in his home state of Odisha. It was inaugurated in the year 2006 at the hands of the Honorable Vice President of India. And today, on our 10th Foundation Day, we have been blessed by Her Excellency, Srimati Pratibha Devisingh Patil, Honorable former President of India. We are immensely grateful to her for her august presence and her memorable words of encouragement and wisdom. The Honorable Member of Parliament, Dr. Prasanna Kumar Patsani, has been a source of constant support, encouragement and guidance to us. Our sincere gratitude goes to him. Grateful we are also to Professor Shyam Sundar Pattanayak, Vice Chancellor of Biju Pattanayak University of Technology, for his erudite Foundation Day lecture. We thank our invited guests for their presence and encouragement. We thank the members of the fourth estate, the press and the electronic media, who have always encouraged us and stood by us. We also thank the state administration, especially the PR department, and the management of Patil Mainfare for their support. I will also acknowledge here the support that we have received from our faculty, staff and the students. Jai Hind.
I request everybody to rise.
Immediately announced universe, a man, you have already recognized it. Your blessing would be as
भावुँ बहुत परिमाण में सफलता हासिल कर स्टेट पिला पाठ पढ़ुं आगामी दिन मानक आम स्वप्न अच्छे भारत वर्ष प्रथम मैनेजमेंट यूनिवर्सिटी भाव में प्रतिष्ठा करने बर्तमान देखो भारत में इंटरनेशनल एक्रेडिटेशन बिजनेस स्कूल एत पपुलारिटी IIM 19 था सत्वे मात्र 2-3 IIM जो मैंने इंटरनेशनल एक्रेडिटेशन पाई तेणु से दृष्टि देखा गले ASBM छोट स्पान 9 वर्ष भितर 9th इंस्टीट्यूट इंडिया जार इंटरनेशनल एक्रेडिटेशन अच्छे तेणु आगामी दिन मानक आम चेष्टा करी जे आउ जो हायर लेवल ऑफ एक्रेडिटेशन अच्छी ASCSB हाईस भितर आम से हाईएस्ट एक्रेडिटेशन पाइपर ता छड़ा मु व्यक्तिगत भाव में भावे जे IIM गोटे ब्रांड IIM जोटा भारत सरकार किंतु IIM आगू को जावाई प्रचेषा रखा उचित एवं एशियन स्कूल ऑफ बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट ASBM जो ना दि जाता एशियन यहाँ गोटे एशियन हब हो एशियन कंट्रीज ओडिशार ना को आगू नब ये मोर आशा और